How's it going, everybody? We're War-Torn Creative. I'm Jared, joined by Gavin and a new guy, Jake. So we're going to do our first match of open play, which these guys are not very familiar with at all. We're going to start with Gavin here. He's going to be bringing what army?
I'm bringing the Skitarii, I guess AdMech now that Skitarii have been rolled in with Cult Mechanicus. The thing we all expected finally happened. I picked up AdMech a while ago for a kill team tournament and painted up a few models, very few actually, and then built up the army just enough to play with new players because it was a new army to me, and I figured it would even the playing field a little when I'm playing against new players. Not as painted as I'd like it to be, but it's getting there. But yeah, I brought a mostly Skitarii-based infantry army. It's got an Onager Dunecrawler and 2 Sidonian Dragoons. Everything else is Vanguard and Rangers, and I did just put together some Skitarii infiltrators with taser goads because I like them because they're ninja robots.
Yeah.
So that's pretty tight.
Not just piles of junk walking around?
No.
Is that why they're ninjas?
They're ninjas.
Okay.
They just look like piles
They
of
just
junk. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I have never played Skitarii in 8th edition. They've made some changes to their weapons, and their weapons were kind of what made this army. So I'm really interested to see how they end up playing. I think I'm probably going to get some Electro Priests.
Yeah.
Like a lot, just so many, because they look really wimpy until they get into close combat. They're like mortal wound factories. So excited.
Vomiting mortal wounds.
But yeah, that's my Skitarii. Very small. It's only power level. We're playing in power levels. So.
Power level 50 is going to be the game. Currently, actually, there's a bit of a, because of open play, we determined that there's going to be some underdog scenarios. So Gavin's sitting at 49
yeah.
and Jake's sitting at with a hefty 54.
54.
Yes, and we'll go into a bit more details about the armies in a second, but I want to talk about Jake right now. Yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it?
So I haven't played since 4th edition.
Yeah.
Borrowing Gavin's Ravenwing army. I used to play Dark Angels and Ravenwing back in the day, and had a great time with that, but kind of got away from the game for a little while, and coming back, checking it out with 8th edition, and excited.
Oh, very good. And it's I think open plays and power levels is going to be a fantastic way to get you back in this.
Yeah, we're playing Only War as well.
Yes,
really,
Only War, which is the one mission type for open play.
No, there's actually 4.
Really?
Either 3 or 4. Only War's the main one, and then they showed 2 or 3.
Oh, you know what? That's right. I focused on it because it was just like, hey, this is the get things going.
Yeah,
quick.
I like the concept of playing a new player in this because I really like deployment. By the way.
Oh yeah.
Felt like Age of Sigmar. It was a lot of back and forth. There was some. I actually put some thought into deployment rather than do I have first turn or not, which used to be that's all I used to do. It was like, all right, either hide or go all in. So this is really exciting for me. I'm really looking forward to playing a more open gameplay, new player, new game mode. New experience for my army, so it's going to be cool.
So how'd you feel about the deployment versus compared to 4th edition?
You know, I remember doing a lot of back and forth, so it felt very similar, kind of familiar. You know, it just feels good. I like how it is.
It's it was very efficient. We set it up really quickly.
Yeah.
We cut the board in half. You know the rules, and we actually rolled for the mission type. Jake rolled for it, and we got Ancient Relic.
Right.
So we're just, I don't know if you can see it on the table, we've got one objective. Most of our units are focusing around it.
A good chunk of the armies are on the...
You know, a swarm of Skitarii are going to be right on top of this place, and we're really just going to be focusing on duking it out to get that to 6 points, because that's all,
oh,
right?
Yeah,
There's no Slay
6
the
points,
Warlord or anything.
And the objective holding rules now is you just have to have more models within range of it at the end of the game, and you just get the flat 6. And then from there we'll measure, see if we got major, minor, or draw.
Yep.
So let's go over the armies just a little bit. Sure. We'll start with Gavin. What do you got in your army, buddy?
So I already talked about my scrap ninjas. I've got 20 Vanguard, so 2 units of 10 Vanguard. I really liked Vanguard in 7th edition. They were really nice. Lots of rounds being shot out. 1 squad with 3 Haywire rifles arc rifles because of Haywire in 7th.
Yes.
No longer a thing. The other squad has plasma calivers. They are not as good as they used to be. They're not 3-shot anymore, but they are significantly cheaper. They used to be 30 points per model. they're not as bad anymore. Not that that matters in a power level game, but just for later match play.
Okay.
Let's see. I've got two 5-man squads of Rangers. I've got one with just standard loadout and a alpha with some cool bling for close combat, and then another with 2 Transuranic arquebuses. I built these back in 7th edition. I really liked those long rifle models. They weren't that good. I just rule of cooled them. But now they're strength 7, AP -2. They do D3 damage, and they can pick out characters at 72 inches with mortal wounds on 6. So who knows? I'm thinking that sounds like a really strong sniper rifle. Their points are the same points, or price. They're 25 points each in match play.
Yeah.
So I'm not losing anything. They actually got better, and they just didn't change points. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
And then finally, I've got my Onager Dune Crawler, and it's got a neutron laser. I'm pretty pumped about that because I scattered relentlessly with that. I never got a good scatter roll before because it was just a small blast marker. Now it's D3 hits, and it does a minimum of 3 damage on a D6. So you ignore 1s and 2s, and it always does 3 damage.
Oh, that's pretty good. Even more so the Onager Dumb Crawler.
It's its ability to get an invuln save with more models was evened out a little more. Can't get up to 4-up invuln, but it has a 5-up, and it can actually get a reroll, I think. I need to check the rules. Again, first time playing with this, and I've never honestly played with more than one Onager Dune Crawler because I haven't expanded my army enough yet.
Okay.
Something I plan on doing after I get finished up with my Tyranid list.
Now, where's that cheeky warlord?
Oh, so of course my warlord, the Tech Priest Dominus, is hiding in the back in blue. I have my Cult Mechanicus guys.
There he is, found him.
My paint scheme for this army when it's finished is Skitarii are going to be more gray with blue inseam or blue detail, and Cult Mechanicus is going to be more blue with gray on the inside.
It's a fantastic paint job, by the way.
Thank you. These are all
actually looks gorgeous on the camera.
These were all a big deal for learning to paint faster because I'm painting. I paint really slow and really detailed most of the time nowadays, and I wanted to just crank out these Skitarii to play a kill team tournament. So I got them out as fast and as detailed as I can. I think I did really good. Considering that most of these models took no more than units took more than 3 days.
Okay.
So, 3 days of serious painting.
Very good. Now you got the big guys, the Dragoons.
Oh yeah, the Dragoons. How did I almost forget those?
Forget the big guys.
Because most of their
Lancers.
actual lances have been broken off so many times. I need to pin those. So I got my Dragoons. They are base strength 8. It's not just on the charge anymore. They sound really, really scary now because they also get +1 on their armor. Or no, -1 to hit. I need to check because I'm being scatterbrained right now. But it's either +1 on their armor or -1 to hit all the time because of their incense cloud. So that's really exciting for me. They went up in points significantly in match play, but I'm just kind of pumped about getting to use them and see how powerful they are in 8th edition.
Very cool, because previously we saw how Space Marines and Eldar worked, but now we're going to see. Actually, I really like this because it's 2 different armies this time around.
Oh yeah, this is great.
And speaking of which, we're going to go on to the other army. Gavin's going to assist, of course, because it's been a bit. So, Jake, let's head up and go over what you brought.
Yeah, so I guess leading the front is Sammy.
Yeah.
Slammin' Sam.
Slammin' Sam.
And you guys probably know what he's about, but plasma and speed sounds good. Backed up with a big bike squad. Again, lots of plasma, lots of speed.
Nice
kind of the theme
wing
of my army here. And then librarian kind of joining those dudes.
I'm proud of that model, by the way. That's a bunch of fully kit bashed.
Love the axe.
And the axe was from some dude didn't want his axe from a Forge World kit that was just amazing, so I picked that up on eBay for $2.
What a steal.
$2! I was so happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice librarian there to help me out and hopefully add some versatility. And then got a 10-man tactical squad and a Rhino.
Yep.
Lots of plasma on them again.
Hiding way over there in that crater.
Hiding in the far pit
Plasma
there.
pistol on the sergeant, plasma gun, and plasma cannon, because I was really, really didn't like letting my guys survive in games I played in 5th, 6th, and in early 7th when I played Dark Angels. Now it seems like I just knew the future because in 8th edition, plasma no longer, it doesn't have to be deadly if you don't want it to be, but still very scary against an opponent.
I'm looking forward to being able to actually throw a grenade at someone. Since I left Warhammer, you couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's right.
So now
they're actually pretty decent now too.
So I want to see what that's like, and I think these guys look like a prime target.
Yep.
And then last but not least is a Vindicator hiding behind the building.
Hiding behind.
Ready to unleash some pain.
Yeah, I heard
We're
it's-
hoping I'm hoping that demolishes everything.
So they've never been super good, and just along with the Predator.
They have always, well, for Vindicators, they've always used to been like this distraction unit. Either take it out or like cripple it in some way immediately.
So now it's a little more hefty, sturdy, and the Vindicator cannon does D3 hits, and then over 5 it does D6.
Ooh.
So that's exciting, and I believe it's still strength 10.
Strength 10 minus 4.
It's still disgusting. So I'm really
killy.
excited because I have a strength 10 minus 4 AP weapon as well.
So they're
it
right.
only does D3, it doesn't go up to D6, so that's pretty cool. So we've got these big strength strength 10 delivering units here, and I'm excited to just see what they can do.
Yes, I like this. It's going to be very interesting to see how different the Skitarii are, and we've got a plethora of plasma all over.
Yeah.
And we had to see Slam and Sammy in action.
I haven't seen him since he got his ass handed to him by Typhus in one of my last games.
Oh, this is true.
And then Typhus immediately killed himself with his demon weapon. It was great.
Just like,
He felt really bad about how much he owned Samael in combat. So
oh, geez. And then he was
just like, it's not, I peaked.
I feel so bad.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited to bring him into close combat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's nasty now.
Yeah, he looks really good on the
Yeah.
stat sheet at least. So.
Yeah, and also another thing, we have, compared to the last game, way more vehicles.
Yeah.
We've got
Wanted to test that out.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Yes, 5 vehicles this time. The last game, that Wave Serpent didn't last very long.
It didn't.
But at least we're going to see the longevity, especially with the Rhino. I think it's going to get a lot of work done in delivering the boys.
I think we've got some beefier vehicles in this game.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see. Space Marine transports and vehicles got pretty buffed and beefier as far as points go.
Yes.
So it's going to be, even in power levels, they're pretty high. So it's going to be interesting to see how they manage to get the job done here.
Yes, I'm really excited to just sit by and watch this, which I'm going to be the host and referee for this game. So, because we have this new guy. He's studied up on the rules really hard, but we're both going to be here to.
It's still early. I mean, it hasn't even released yet. We weren't given any books.
Yes.
We've just been internet scoundrels.
Yeah.
And so you can miss details every now and then.
I'm here to be
and
the-
that's what you're here for.
Yeah, I'm here to be the
You're the
remembrancer.
YouTube's comments section for this game.
That's very true. Okay, guys. So, as we've determined, he was the underdog, so he get to decide whether or not he got to go first.
I'm going first.
Obviously.
You wanted to go first. It's rude.
And so we're going to go ahead and kick it off to turn 1, fellas. We'll see you there.
Cool.